What's up, guys? I want to give you a little bit of harsh reality and get a little more personal today. So I, in the past, have spoken about my addiction, my struggles, and I've been kind of open and transparent. And a lot of people who have been through this kind of stuff can relate. You know, growing up from a young child, I've experienced a lot of trauma. I've been through a lot of things that a lot of people have seen in their lives. Things that I seen way too early. I was way too young, exposed to things that I should have never have seen. I've been hurt by adults. But that's not what I really want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is people who have never been an addict and they're looking at addicts like, how the fuck did you get there? Well, it's just like smoking cigarettes, okay? Whenever you see somebody who smokes cigarettes day in, day out, how do you think that they got there? Or let's just say even like when you were 17 and you went to a party, how did you ever try drinking? Because you just tried it. The problem is some of these substances grab onto people and their chemistry is not the same as yours. You may not get addicted and they might. Their life is now going downhill and they're struggling, and you have these fucking snooty people who walk around who have never fucking been through it, who have the biggest opinion and should shut their fucking mouths. But here's the harsh reality. If you're out there doing drugs and you're fucking stealing bikes and breaking into things, of course people are gonna fucking have something to say. If you're out there buying drugs, smoking crack, doing whatever, yeah, people are gonna call you a crackhead. Does it help to get better? No, it doesn't. It's not gonna fucking help anyone. But I wanna explain addiction a little bit from an addict's point of view. When I first started doing drugs, to me it was fun, right? It was like an escape. The problem was that everything else that I was doing after, it didn't seem like I was enjoying it the same as when I was getting high. So could you imagine being a parent, okay, let's first say, and you're doing drugs during that time, whatever. Now, all of a sudden, in the middle of this, you decide, listen, my kids are more important. I need to get sober for my kids. Well, you go from an addict hanging out with adults, doing drugs, to now trying to be a father and you're hanging out with kids without drugs. It's fucked. It's almost like you live in a parallel universe while you're in active addiction. You know what you're doing. You are in control, but you're not in control. That is one. When you lose control, it's crazy because there are a lot of things that I would have never expected myself to do. I was probably one of the biggest pieces of shit, lying fucking scumbags that you'll ever fucking meet. But I say that now because I look back at the things that I was doing. But when I was doing them, it's like I wasn't in control. I was, but I wasn't. It was me doing it, but I literally had just given up. I've given up on myself and I don't have all the answers. People come to me all the time and they want to be like, well, what did you do? What works for you? I don't know. We are all different. The chemistry in your body is not going to be the same as mine. So my addiction might not be the same as yours. There's no fucking answers. But these people who have so much to fucking say, like you want things to get better, you want things to change, stop degrading these fucking people. And yeah, some of them are pieces of shit. Let's be honest. Some of them are fucking junkies doing some dumb shit. We know this. But if you've never been an addict, that's my whole fucking point here, okay? Like, man, I still say some shit like, that guy's a fucking junkie. And I shouldn't. But let's be honest, man. If you've never been an addict, you should learn to shut your fucking mouth because you don't have a say on it. Have an opinion on the situation that happened. If a bike got stolen, well, that guy's a fucking idiot. Whatever. But don't try to fucking tear down somebody who's got so lost in something and they can't find themselves or find their way out. That's the issue with drugs. Like I said, it's almost like living in a parallel universe. Me and you are living at the exact same time. Let's say you're sober and I'm not. We both walk into a store. Well, we're both in the same place at the same time. The only thing is I'm whirling around that store like a fucking junkie, and you're sober, and you're kind of looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? It's tough, man. Addiction's tough. Like when I was stuck in it, I didn't see a way out. And I'll be honest, one of my biggest supporters ever was my fucking sister. So I would go a couple days and I would, try and get sober. And that's how I knew I really wanted it. That's how I knew I wanted it. So people ask me, what'd you do? Well, listen, it took a lot of times. And I would fuck up, and then I would call my sister and I would tell her. I was the most honest with her. I would tell her everything. And she'd be like, yeah, but it's 3 days today. You've went 3 days. She said, if you notice, your spurts are starting to get longer. And I had already started trying to get better. Okay? That was, for me, it was like I was already putting a plan in place. I knew this wasn't what I wanted. It just really bothers me because I have a lot of friends who are stuck in addiction, and they'll come to me and they it's like everybody expects me to have an answer for them because they're like, well, you figured it out. No, I'm still figuring it out, man. This is the harsh reality. This is truth. I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat shit. You're a fucking addict. You're struggling and you're going through shit, and nobody else is gonna save you but you, man. You need to be able to say, enough of this fucking bullshit. I want a life. I want to live. You're not living. You're not living doing drugs, man. You are fucking throwing your life away. And that's why I get really fucking... it's personal to me. This shit's personal to me. I went through it, and it wasn't just fucking like, a phase, dude. This was years of my life that I destroyed. And all the time that I lost and all the time that I gave away. I can't get it back. I can't get back the things that I threw away for the drugs. I can't do that. And I know that. And nobody did it to me. I did it to me. I did it to myself. The accountability, man. The accountability. Taking accountability for the shit you did. That's when you know you're ready. When you look at a situation and you're like, holy fuck, that was really fucked up. If you don't say that and you're just like, whatever, man, I just want to get high. You're not ready, bro. You're not ready. When you're ready, you'll know. Because you start questioning everything, and then you go a day, and then you get sick because you went a day, and then you go 2-3 days, and then you get fucking more sick. I was fucking so sick. I went through so much growing up. I was a bad kid, man. I was bad. I was a bad kid. Most of my friends' parents didn't even like me. Things happened to me as a child that shouldn't happen to no child. But I don't let it define me who I am now. Because I went through what I went through. And I learned what I learned. And it made me the person I am today. Am I fucking perfect? No. I swear I do all types of shit. But that's just me being me, raw, real, and genuine. I'm not sitting here trying to sugarcoat to you a fucking fake fairy tale made up life. Because a lot of us are living in reality. And a lot of us are fucking struggling right now. Struggling hard. I just want to see people do better. I want that for everybody. Because when I was down and I couldn't fucking figure out how to get out of it, there was nobody who was rooting for me. Maybe I'm lying. There were people. Well, I think it was people who washed their hands with me. They had enough of my fucking bullshit, enough of my fucking lies. It was time for me to take care of me. And that's what I'm doing nowadays. I'm taking care of me. But during and doing so, I want to help others. I want others to see, man, there's a light. There's life. There's so much life. There's so much life. Dude, I swear to God, when you're doing drugs, it's like you go to sleep. Like I said, it's you doing it, but it's not really you doing it. You're kind of almost like in a coma. You're watching everything happening. And when you get better or you get sober, you kind of watch it all back and you're like, holy fuck, I was an idiot. But like I said, the people who have never done drugs, they always have the most to fucking say about it. Like, man, I hate drugs. I hate everything about it. I hate drug dealers. I hate everything. I don't give a fuck who looks at this. I don't give a shit. You know why? Because not only while I was destroying my life, but some of those fucking people took advantage of me. They took advantage of the situation that I was in. They took advantage of me tearing myself apart. They didn't give a fuck. All they seen was dollar signs. Be true to yourself, man. Just be true to yourself. Because if you're not, you're living in a lie. You're living in a world of fucking bullshit. You want to get better? Be honest with yourself. It's the only way you're going to do it, man. Because you want to know what? Drugs create delusion. We live in a world that's made up and we think that nobody notices and it's all fine and fucking dandy. But you're living in a fucking lie and hell and a nightmare. Sorry, man. Like, I had to rant about this because, like, I hear people cutting other people down and I'm like, fuck you. You know? Who the fuck are you? Why do you have a say? Why is your opinion so relevant right now? And everybody wants to jump on it on a train and tear all these fucking people who are struggling down. I don't want to tear these people down. Do I have the best fucking words of advice or the best things to say about people who are going through this all the time? No, I don't either. I'm not fucking perfect. But sometimes I sit and I think and I'm like, you know what, man? These people need us right now. These are our brothers and sisters. Now is not the time to turn our backs.